Hmm? Oh, thank you, Mega. Zen, or if anyone can you guys just check the stream real quick on YouTube, just to see? Check the.
Hey, luck. Anybody hear us? We are here and chatting and talking and trying to test this.
We should. I'm pretty sure they should be able to hear us now, because on my mixer, it's showing the thing moving, so it has to. Hmm?
Yeah, no, I put on the video, but I didn't use it because like it's gonna sound. I don't have headphones on. Like I'm on my phone and I'm on a computer that doesn't have headphones on it. So if I turn on the, but I do hear.
Zen,
Okay.
did you check the stream? Can you hear it?
I'm just getting it resetted. Somebody keep talking for the next, 10 seconds.
All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. I am testing for the stream. Hopefully Zen can hear us, and this is all going to be working perfectly from here on out for the rest of the stream.
Indeed. In fact, since we're working on this, I'm gonna put on some music. Let's put on what would be a good song.
I definitely talked for over 10 seconds, but Zen still hasn't said anything, so I'm not sure.
Let's go with this one. Why not? Bump that up a little bit. There we go. As we are talking, working on out all the kinks and the bugs of that always seems to be a thing, right? It's always like there's always one bug or several bugs every time we.
So it looks like we can hear everybody now, but there's it almost sounds like a vacuum going in the background. Like it's picking up a lot of background noise from death metal.
I think I know why for that one. That should be because okay, no. That's not it. Let's see. Monitor and output. We'll go with monitor off, see if that works. How about now?
Still getting some background noise. It's just it sounds like air flowing or something.
Oh, that's probably my fan.
Okay, it's just picking up the fan then. That's fine.
I'll turn it down a little bit. It's okay. With that, after this incredulously long delay, if you will. With that, Nanaka, introduce your character next. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what is a strange or kind of like mystical thing does your character see in Elderland?
Hello, Nanoka here. I'm playing Mas, the Forgeborn Wizard. Or actually, yeah, he's Forgeborn. He's a wizard, an old man from a previous age who has implanted his soul into a Forgeborn body in order to survive the previous age. A mystical or strange thing that is this. The lights in this place, like the lamps, is literally made out of a sort of magical creature that's sort of like fireflies. They literally just put fireflies in something that's equivalent to a lamp and have it all over the place.
Ooh, yeah. And how does your character kind of react to that?
Well, he's stroking his chin and while walking and going, yes, they sure find ways to light places effectively nowadays. Back in my days, we have to use candles, and you know how long those lasted. Not a very long while, I tell you.
Indeed. In fact, as you're kind of like you see some of those, kind of lights kind of flickering about here and there, you can see someone kind of like in a cloak, and they have, you know, those sticks with like a little bit of like a light on it that you would use to actually light lamps. That is what is that's what the lamplighters use. But you can see that there's kind of like this little kind of bluish flame that kind of glows slightly, and they kind of just touch the lamp, and that's what makes it light up. As it is, I would say it's close to evening-ish time. I would say, like, in our terms, it would be like 5 o'clock in the evening. Next, Zen, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what is a strange and unusual thing do you see in the city of Elderland?
Hey, I'm Zen. I'm playing Ruvir Calix, the wood elf cleric of. Look up the god's name again.
It was like a H. It had an H.
Of Aelin.
Aelin, yeah.
The goddess of the moon and the hunt. And an odd thing he sees would probably be some sort of street performer who's just getting finished for the night, but they do something really, really outstanding.
Okay.
Like what?
Like they were doing street magic the whole time, but at the end they just like revealed that it was an illusion, and they were actually like a kobold, but they like looked like a human doing like pocket magic, like card magic the whole day. But then they just like drop their disguised self, and it's just like an actual wizard.
Yeah, and as that happens, you see people kind of go oh, and they kind of like clap their hands at the sight of this kobold, and you'll see a few people actually drop them a few kind of coins into like this little like a little hat. What do you, Ruvir? Do you give this kobold illusionist a copper coin or something?
Yeah, he would. I don't know how he feels about the performance.
Roll.
Yeah, he'd give him a copper for sure. Out of appreciation for the effort.
The kobold just kind of like kind of chitters a bit. Thank you, my lord. As he says to you.
We'll just nod their head and kind of use their scythe as a walking stick and just keep going.
Okay, very, very nice. And then finally, Zure, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what strange or mystical thing do you see in the city of Elderland?
Hey everyone, I'm Zuri. For this campaign, I'll be playing Silas Delrose, a shadow dancer that once infiltrated the Nightmare Lord's court. Silas himself is a human appearance, very slender, lithe, moves with a lot of grace, dressed in a very sharp suit with a platinum ring on his left hand.
Very, very nice.
Besides that, as far as the city goes, Silas takes note of automated, almost looks like machinery, but there's this glow of magical light off of it. It seems to be able to disperse things for coin, but not just things like snacks or drinks, but things like magical tonics and that to enhance your charisma, your body, your strength, maybe even cause electricity to surge through yourself.
Ooh, indeed. And in fact, Silas, as you're kind of going over there, you see a couple of wizard students. One of them's kind of putting in some coinage to get what looks to be like an elixir. You can't quite read what it says, but the machine kind of like whirls a little bit, and then it gets stuck right on like the glass. And
it's coffee mixed with energy drinks because he's doing an all-nighter.
Exactly, and he's like, "Oh, come on!" And he's like smacking it, trying to shake it, and you just see like a little a face kind of like appears in like the glass, saying, "Please do not hit the machine." As he's trying to like get his elixir out of the machine. How does Silas kind of respond to that?
He rolls his eyes. He has a very sour, kind of dour expression, very serious, very grim, and he kind of just steps around them without even breaking stride.
Very nice. And you all kind of converge through the kind of various aspects of the city to the location that you all are here to see. It is Hawker's Square. It is a location where the people of Eldolin hawk their wares. And there are, much like you had all, Ruvir saw, there are people kind of selling little magic tricks and illusions as a means of money. And it was here, at Hawker Square, where those of you who have a connection to the Elven Court are to meet with a contact, an informant, someone with that, someone of that nature, a Mirius Golden Eyes. And
I don't actually have a connection with the Elven Court. Oops, I'm not here.
well, I think you also had you have a connection with let's see, with the Thicket Crone and the Confessor, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the Confessor probably told you that she had a sinking feeling that something was going on in the city of Eldolin, and to possibly go there and check on it.
So let's see. I have I believe I have one with the Elden Court and Vincent. Oh well, Ruvia should have one too, right?
I have the Thicket Crone, Nightmare Lord, and Confessor.
I thought you would have one of the Elden Court. Okay, straight. So I guess I will be the one who. Yeah, I'll be the one.
Quick, spam all your dice.
Yeah,
Well, if we had picked the same one multiple times, I guess we would have not to roll so much.
yeah. For some of you who don't have like a connection to the Elven Court, it's you probably would have been informed, like I said, of another icon that you would have had, like the Confessor, for example, of a strange kind of feeling coming from the city of Eldolin, and to investigate it.
We're using 2E rules, right? For light on dice?
Yes.
Okay, so I have to.
Sorry, which rolls? The first edition or the second edition?
You just said 2E.
2E.
2E. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear.
That's all right. Okay, so with that in mind, since you're the, we'll go with you first, Ruvir. What kind of catches your eye here in Hawker Square as you're kind of moving towards trying to find this other person of interest, or what kind of just draws your eye in general?
I mean, Ruvir would probably be looking to see like how the poor people are treated.
Well, with that, I guess roll me a wisdom and an appropriate background for that, because you're gonna see as you kind of look around at Hawker Square, there's just, like it is here on the map, there are just various kind of tenting and such everywhere. 21. You know that, as you kind of observe the people of Hawker Square, that these people are not necessarily treated badly, but they're certainly not what we would call middle class. They're definitely working to lower class people. And the guards are, doing what they do, obviously guarding and observing, but they don't look like they're trying to like intimidate anybody. In fact, as you kind of look at the guards, you can kind of see that some of them have like bags under their eyes, as if they've been dealing with things, and some just look like they're just kind of standing around, like this is boring them.
Okay. We'll kind of whisper a prayer to some people and make his way around looking for what he's supposed to find.
Okay. Silas.
That's what we see.
Yeah. What do you see?
So Silas kind of flows through the streets. His, those nicely shined shoes, not a spot on them, are kind of clicking kind of loudly. And probably one of the merchants tries to call out to him, considering how nicely he's dressed. He's got that air of a nobility to him, so he's obviously good in the pocket book, is what they'd probably be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But as Silas meets their gaze, I imagine they kind of a chill goes down their spine, and as he looks at the jewelry, he'd almost just barely not even stop, because he'd say cheap imitations and just keep going.
Oh yeah, it's like in fact, one of the merchants was trying to hawk this kind of like small kind of necklace, and as soon as you kind of say cheap imitations, he kind of quickly puts it under a desk, if you will, like where they would put their golds, and he pulls out something else that looks not as bad and kind of puts it out and tries to get people to buy it. Silas, you know that Marius Golden Eyes, in a report that you would have gotten, would be at the fountain at Hawker Square.
I imagine he kind of would pause, close his eyes, listening for the sound of running water, and if he catches it, he'd start heading in that direction.
Yes, indeed. Raphael, Mask, what about you two?
I suppose Mars is just looking at it's just taking in the size of a modern hawker, because modern like market square, because like I said, in his time he probably looks very different.
Indeed. In fact, Mask, as you're kind of going around, you'll see a woman say, "Excuse me, sir, that outfit of yours, it's so out of date. Don't you want to wear something more fashionable and modern?" And she's like showing you these kind of like robes and cloaks, which give me a wisdom and like something that would be appropriate for like fashion sense.
Fashion sense.
Would it be wisdom or would it be like charisma?
I was gonna say, I feel like charisma.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with that. Let's go with charisma.
Alright.
I feel like lots of wizards have terrible fashion sense. Except for the ones with the purple velvet robes with the white stars. Those ones are clearly the best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my ordinary old man bag. Okay,
That's the best role that I could have booked for.
You know what? Yeah, Mask, you kind of look at them, and you know what? You kind of go, yeah, these actually look a little bit nicer than what you usually wear. There's one that it's kind of like it's almost like a 90s kind of like neon color. It's like, you know the wave, the little weird...
Is it the white with the squiggle of teal, and the
Yes,
squiggle of purple,
yes.
and then the third squiggle of teal?
Yes, it is exactly that. It is exactly that.
I don't know why, but drinks in the 90s that came from those cups, because they just quenched you better. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, Mask, you see she's kind of showing you this cloak that has that kind of color scheme on it, and she goes, "That would look much nicer on you, sir. It's very, very well priced. Only 3 silver."
My gosh, you are right. This word truly show off the style of my wizardry talents. 3 silver, you say? All right. And he drops 3 silver in her hand and buys the thing.
Okay.
Does it come with the fanny pack? Like a glow in the dark fanny pack?
It is a not necessarily a fanny pack, but it is indeed a fanny is a fanny bag of holding.
Lovely.
Yeah, you just kind of tie it around like your pants, your kind of pants robe a little bit. House Tiberius is your automaton robot.
He's like, well, that's another way to look at it is that he's an armor golem.
Okay. How sentient is he? Like, would he be able to would he communicate with you like with words, or would it be more like pantomime? Like he would just use his hands to like express it.
About much as sentient as a golem. He speaks, but is only in like a few words, like like acknowledge or.
All he can say is, "I am from ancient Greece. Who are you?"
I believe he's wrong.
I think okay. With that, your armored golem, it just kind of gives you like a thumbs up, and it kind of tilts his head a little bit as he's trying to like. You're not quite sure if he thinks you look cool or not, but he's giving you a thumbs up in support.
Perfect. Yes, I know. This is. I know you approve, Tiberius. So let us be off then.
Okay, and you continue on your way, and Raphael.
Oh, I figure the Star Squire could probably tell him he should go.
Oh yes,
So
definitely.
Yeah.
Eldolin, having 3 magical schools which were founded by their ancestor, would definitely, they would definitely want to make sure that place is okay. The stars kind of guiding, if you will.
So in that case, I'd walk up to the nearest soldier.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I humbly request information on the whereabouts of one Mirias Golden Eyes. Shall it be in your disposal?
Are you speaking to the guard?
Yes.
The guard, he just kind of goes, "What, sir?"
I imagine him being like 2 heads taller than him, this big.
Pardon me, sir. He kind of stiffens himself up a little bit to look like he wasn't yawning at all. He was being observant at all times. You were looking for something, sir.
Yes, the location of one Mirias Golden Eyes.
He kind of goes, Mirias Golden Eyes. Oh, I think I've heard of her. She came here, a good couple of months or so. Was looking to buy some properties, if I remember. Rather nice lady. I think he kind of points, goes, I think she's around there. Hopefully she's not at the fountain to meet a suitor or anything. I've got my eye on her.
Raphael kind of hides a bit of a grimace and says, "Very well, thank you, adieu, soldier," and goes off.
He kind of like, maybe just because you're just this huge man, he just kind of like does a quick salute, and then he just kind of like stands stiff, like he's just like, I need to make sure that this guy does not talk to my superiors about me yawning. But yes, you all kind of move through Hawker Square until so we kind of move upward. We go to the fountain. The camera kind of follows to this fountain with a strange kind of creature with one eye and several tentacles, with water kind of gushing out from like the tentacles. It's And Silas, you being the first one, you notice a let me do that. You notice an elven woman with long blonde hair and wearing kind of like a green dress. She's just kind of like kicking her heels on top of the stone and just kind of humming a tune. Who will speak to her first? Who will get her attention?
I just kind of wander into this area.
Yeah.
Do I know who I'm looking for also? Or just there was a feeling?
I think the confessor and the star scryer for you, Raphael, would have told you to look for a woman with golden eyes, probably, as like where you should be looking for. Sounds vague, but again, these are mystical icons. Vagueness is part of the repertoire.
I guess Mars is gonna, take notice and walk up first. And he's gonna say, well, good afternoon to you, ma'am. I've noticed that your eyes are particularly lovely today. Perhaps you might even say they are golden?
She kind of seeing you, Mask. She kind of hops up from the stonework, and she goes, "Well, that is my last name, after all." And she kind of chuckles a bit. Silas, give me a wisdom and a background in investigation. Ooh, okay. As you, Silas, as you're kind of looking at it from the back, she kind of opens her eyes, and you notice, ever so slightly, that one of her eyes is not necessarily like a golden color. It's more like a purplish color. As she's kind of speaking to Mask and the kind of armored figure.
It's an odd thing to be dreaming during the daylight, isn't it?
She kind of quirks her head a bit as you say that. She goes, "Well, what better dream than a daydream, am I right, good sir?" And she kind of chuckles again. It's kind of like the kind of sound. Very, very kind of strange. But she'll then turn to Mask and she'll say, "Well, indeed, what brings all of you here? Certainly," she kind of looks around a little bit and she goes, "Are you here for some sort of information?"
Rover will kind of wander up and be like, "I'm just waiting for something to go wrong."
Is that what you actually say?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay.
I like that you say that. And she goes, "Well, you're right. I do have some information." And she kind of goes right here, and trying to get a bit of ways from some people. And she goes, "What are your feelings on the Nightmare Lord?"
That guy is not cool. Says Mars in how do you do, fellow kids manner?
Rover almost starts laughing. And then he's like, that would be inappropriate. So he's like, I would oppose the Nightmare Lord.
And she looks to Raphael and Silas for their answers.
I seek the way toward it.
Silas would be quiet for a moment. He says, I walk the shadows, so one day we might see the light.
She kind of nods at that. And excuse me. She goes, indeed. In fact, excuse me. She kind of goes, and it's like she's about to say something, and the camera kind of slowly kind of moves between your faces, and sound almost seems to kind of dissipate, except for the small sounds of like the beggars and vendors kind of growing louder, but still it only seems like right here. Then suddenly there's this loud crash as where is it? Is it not there? Uh-oh, it's not there. Ooh, that's not good. Or is it there? No, it's not there. Well, it looks like I deleted a token, but that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. You hear a large crash, like over in this area, and as you all kind of quickly turn around, you see that this large wagon that's full of kind of fruits and gourds, particularly pumpkins, has been kind of tipped over. And it's filling the roadway with like these tumbling gourds. And, at first, a few of the vendors, kind of hearing that, and they kind of move out to see what's going on. A few people begin to laugh. And they kind of look like they're going back to what they were doing. And that is when you hear a woman's scream cut through the air. And as the camera kind of follows the scream, you see someone fighting with one of the Silver Shield town guards. Around here, I would say. It's like you see this far more easily. And you see him kind of like pushing on this person, and then you hear him kind of tumble, and then you just hear a sound, and you'll see something rear its head. There we are.
Alright, if I wasn't already holding my scythe, I'm gonna pull my scythe.
Yes, I pull out.
But I definitely was already holding my scythe, so.
And you see that there are, they have, one of them, there's like just visceral and blood kind of coming from the throat, like the mouth.
Silas would actually reach for Murius's hand and say, such pretty eyes deserve to see this from up on high. And he'd kind of like help her kick off the side of the wall here and get her up on top of that pathway above.
As you do that, Silas, as you grab her, you see just this heavy crackling of energy and this whirlwind of dark shadows just fooms like right around her. And almost like quickly, almost instinctually, you kind of pull your hand away, and you'll see it just kind of swirling around her, and she begins to scream in pain as you see more. The camera kind of follows, and you'll see where the wagon was. A pumpkin actually kind of comes out and you see that it is a zombie, an undead wearing a pumpkin like style head. And then you hear screams from the marketplace as it looks like kind of coming out of like the walkways and such here, that there are more undead kind of flowing outwards. I'm just gonna throw them around. And you hear the screams of the populace as no, here we go. As the sound of these undead look like they are going to attack the innocent people of Elderland. Now the zombies up here, they're just kind of munching on this guy. And they kind of look like they're kind of just staying in this location. But it's the ones here that you should probably... that they seem to be the ones kind of looking like they're heading towards Mirius. And that is where combat shall begin.
Sorry, just to confirm, what happened to Mirius? They exploded in black energy and then...
There is dark energy. Oh, did it not? Oh. Okay, there it is. Oh, I see why it's doing that. Okay. I decided to make a copy of the zombie shufflers since they are mooks, so that way I won't have to do the whole going through their math.
Right.
But yes, there is like this kind of green, like this purple kind of like energy and vapors kind of swirling around her, and it's causing her pain. And she's trying to she's trying to get out of it, and it's like kind of trapping her in there. Okay. I think everybody went, and now it is time for combat. And it is... let's see, who's first? I think it's Silas is first.
Yep, the rogue bat.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second here just to examine the shadows trapping her to see if I can recognize the effect or what's causing it.
Okay.
Not a great roll set.
From your time kind of like observing, the Nightmare Court and the Nightmare Lord itself, you're not quite sure what it is, but you definitely know that it is like negative energy. But you're just not sure what type of like spell it was that's being used on her.
Okay. Let's see here. So we have the pumpkin hurler off to the right. You got Mooksip to the north, and then the ones coming from below.
Yes. And while this is going on, the silver shields, they're kind of running here and there. There's a lot more undead, obviously, actually going on, but the ones that I have on the map are the ones that are more prevalent to you. So the silver shields are kind of like they're using their shields to kind of like get at some of the undead. Some of them are trying to hack with their swords. trying to do the best that they can to try and get to the civilians.
Okay, well, Salas will try to get up the wall here and get up on this pathway to get a better view of everything if possible.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of run up it.
And I'll sorry, he kind of just nimbly like kicks off kind of a couple of the boxes, and that flips his way up onto the roof. So as he gets up here, he'll notice the zombie kind of coming around the corner there, and he'll produce a handful of daggers into his hands, and he'll hurl one of them at the zombie shuffler.
Okay.
Someone remind me, did Ruse get the sneak attack if nothing else is active before them? I think they do, right?
There's a specific feat that lets you go if you're before them in initiative.
That's a feat. Okay. No, that's alright. Let's. No, I don't want to waste this either. Okay. So he would kind of reach out a hand towards it and kind of like flick his wrist off to the side.
Uh-huh.
And imagine kind of this swirl of kind of pink and vivid purples begins to kind of circle the shuffler.
Okay.
He's an attempt to use Lost in Illusion.
Alrighty.
Which is apparently just enough.
It is indeed just enough.
So he is confused until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Where is... There he is. Okay, he is now confused.
And I'll say that's the end of my turn there.
Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. Starting off strong. With that, Mask, it is your turn.
Alright, Mars is gonna see that things have certainly gone wrong. He's gonna fire an acid arrow at the Mr. Pumpkin.
Okay.
Ooh, nice, I hit.
Good start, good start.
Ooh, 27. Ooh.
It's 5 girls. A lot.
Okay.
Yep. Sweet, that bloodies him. Okay, so that's my turn, and so Tiberius goes after me.
Okay.
So yeah, he's going to. There's a glow in his helmet, I suppose, the eye, and he's gonna like just stomp over to the zombie and try to spear it.
Okay.
Ooh, nice! I'm really lucky. Stab.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. With that, Ruvir, it is your turn.
Mm. So, you said the ones at the top are busy right now?
Essentially, well, give me... Actually, you know what? I'll let you have it. You can see that they're just kind of munching on this body, and they seem to be more like they're kind of blocking this place off.
Okay.
Like these two are munching on the guard, but they're not moving to engage anybody else.
Now, I believe for confused, you can't take reactions. Is that correct?
I believe that is correct.
Oh, we don't have the folder in here, the conditions in them.
I will...
Oh, wait, there's one from Archmage. Okay, confused. You can't make opportunity attacks or use limited powers.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go fight the pumpkin guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run past Tiberius and kind of flank him.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use Shielding Strike.
Okay. Kill my poor pumpkin hurler before I even get a chance to show off the cool stuff it can do.
So that's 6 damage, and I will give 2 AC to Probably everybody's nearby except Silas. So I'll give 2 AC to Raphael.
Right.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh yeah, quick actions are a thing. No, I'm good.
Okay, with that, it will shift to the grumpy pumpkin hurler. And I think it's going to strike at you with a two-handed pumpkin smash. And miss. That is, of course, part of the course. That is, of course, part of the course.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Let's see. Let's see. It's -1 because it's got to disengage from 2 people. And part of the course once again. So it tries to smash you with a pumpkin, and then tries to get away. With that, it shifts to...
As it tries to run away, I'm going to hook my scythe by its foot. I'm going to say, I think not gourd.
I like that. I like that. The messy zombies. This one, in like a little cinematic, bites that guy's throat, but it doesn't look like it wants to consume him. It actually starts going this way. And it kind of moves past that woman, and you'll see her she kind of quickly jumps over here. And it'll end its turn there as it looks like it's trying to make its way towards Marius. The second one, Curious, does the same. It just kind of tromps itself over to get to her. All right, Raphael, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Salmon Blasphemous Watchbow.
Mm-hmm.
And call. I raise my shield hand,
Uh-huh.
call out, "Oh, Umbra!" And that.
Yeah, say a
massive
skeletal dog. Yes.
turtle just comes out.
Okay.
Oh, that hurt.
Mm-hmm.
What Umbra is just a good boy. That's all. Look at that. How could you say no to that face?
Can't even scratch the ears. 0 to 10.
Yeah, but he'll do that dog thing where like you do the ridge of their back and they kind of like swoop their butts.
I move up to engage
Uh-huh.
this zombie
Okay.
and use my both action or free action to give instructions to Umbra, basically, so he gets the. I mean, that's just for this collision, right? Like, not anything else to do with it anyway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is my turn, and now it's the Umbras.
Okay.
So Umbra goes up to engage the curious human zombie,
Uh-huh.
and he tries to bite it.
Okay.
That's a good bite. That's a good boy.
And so we're gonna say that's what it is. But yeah, 5 damage.
Okay. And then he takes 5 and the hound takes 5. Okay.
That's not what it is.
Hound doesn't take 5, I don't think.
No, it was an odd hit. So
Okay, so it's
that's rider part doesn't happen.
okay. So yeah, it's just a straight 5. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's for me.
Okay, with that, it shifts to the shufflers. Obviously, let's see. Deluded is
I
going.
forgot thing. Should do a little bit more damage.
Okay.
Because of Redeemer. So that we should do.
That's when they drop. Oh, I see. The attack bonus is to hit.
Attack bonus, not damage bonus. No mind.
Okay. No, that's fine. So yeah. So he's confused. So he's just going to. He just attacks, right?
Yeah, as I say, I think you have to. Well, it depends. Are you using 2E or 1E? If it's 1E, yeah, he just go attack his buddy there.
Yeah, he attacks an ally.
Otherwise, it's a D6. I don't remember what the chart says.
I'll import those. I was having trouble trying to export everything. So I'll just do it for 1E rules for right now. So he'll just attack his friend with a rotting fist attack.
Ooh, and he hurts himself.
And he hurts himself. That was a fantastic use of that spell.
Yeah, that is 5 damage for him, and he's gonna be the one that they get, so he'll take 2 damage. And as that happens, Ruvir, you hear, kind of coming from this part, you see another human zombie kind of piles out. And from here, like a few more kind of zombie shufflers begin to like slowly kind of pile out from that alley as well. Let's see. He went. These guys are not going to do anything. Modest is just going to get to, like, that's going to be he's just going to get to there. That's his move. He's going to get to there. This one will get to here. This one will get to here. And this guy will jump into here to try and get away from them. And this one will get to there. That's that mook horde. Cowardly is going to move itself to try and take a bite out of Ruvir, or rather hit with a rotting fist attack and hit.
Oof.
So you'll take 5 and he'll take 2. In fact, I'm going to grab another copy. So that way there's 2. This one, let's see, I need to make like a little identifier mark for them. I'll do that. So that way you guys know that that's Mook Pool. That's the Mook Pool enemy. So that way you'll know that I'll be taking out of their pools and not the regular Mooks. Okay, so he took... This one takes 2. And then Harsh is gonna itself over here, try to punch the wizard in the back of the head.
Oh boy.
Always try to punch the wizard.
Yep, 3 damage. Unbiased
Yeah.
will attack Raphael. Try to hit with its rotting fist. And it just kind of smacks against your armor. And then finally, Ruthless is going to over here and try to punch Tiberius.
Pretty nice. I got better, actually.
And another 2 damage to the group of the zombie shufflers. That is their turn. Silas, it is your turn.
Decisions.
Let's see. I'm gonna put I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put that on her so that way you know that she's in danger, if you will. And she, as you're kind of looking at her, Silas, you can see that she is. You'll see that the illusionary magic is beginning to kind of like a hologram, kind of like. You'll see that the hair is kind of shifting back to a certain person's hairstyle, and the eyes are turning green and that kind of purplish color.
That's frustrating. Okay. Let's see here. I think they got that one in hand. Alright, I'll take a... Actually, the Mook group could be another. The deleted zombie shuffler over here that I made confused, is he part of the group coming from the south?
Yes, he is.
I don't think he's technically engaged with Umbra, is he? Or does that count as a cuddle puddle right there?
I would say, well, he bit this guy, so I would say he's in that. It's a cuddle puddle.
Okay, that's what I was kind of hoping you'd say. All right. So he would kind of spin one of the serrated knives around in his hand, and as he throws it, basically 3 or 4 extra illusionary blades flow with the blade he throws, but only one of them strikes true, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh, that should hurt. Okay, the Mook group takes 14 damage.
Ooh, the more... Okay. Let me see. What is there? Okay, you're going to fell one of them. With that 14.
As I said, Shuffler had 2 damage on him too, if that makes a difference for the carryover.
Yeah. So this one, he's obviously dead. And let's see.
Actually, hold on one second, just before you finish your math here. I'm also going to use a free action to activate Umbral Miasma. So as the dagger strikes true, it releases a burst of shadow as well.
Okay.
So 2 extra poison damage. Oh, I was going to sad. Oh well. But that puts it to 16, so hopefully 2.
That will indeed. That will indeed take 2. Which one do you want to have been taking that damage?
From Allowed, the one on Mask.
Okay. I think
So yeah, the dagger kind of cut through him, and then they fly off to the side and go through the other one as well.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, I have not moved. I have not done much else. Let me think for 1 second here. I am going to activate my 6 with the Nightmare Lord.
Okay.
I am going to look at the kind of the power around her, and just basically kind of taking apart her own illusion. And I'm going to weave it. And Silas kind of puts his hands out, and he grasps the threads of the magic, and he begins to kind of not really try to remove them, but he's trying to adjust them.
Okay.
And as he starts to tweak them, he's making it so that the zombies basically see her as one of them. They're going to leave her alone, but he'll take what they're looking for, like that, whatever they're honing in on that's currently touching her, and put it on himself.
Okay. So yeah, so the camera kind of follows you as you're kind of pulling out the kind of purpled energy that's surrounding her, and it kind of flows towards you and kind of starts to swirl around you.
And yeah, he'll anchor that to himself so that the zombies are no longer focused in on her. They're kind of be coming after him with all they got.
Okay.
And then he's going to use a move action.
Okay.
And he'll start dashing across the rooftop here to get to this tower over here.
Okay.
So I'd say that's probably nearby. I'm just going to go over to there.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
All right. With that, Mask, it is your turn.
Okay, Mas is gonna say, "Hold the lines, my friend." And oh wait, no, I shouldn't. Oh wait, I can move there. Great. So I'm gonna move here, and he's gonna use Elemental Triad, which targets exactly 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Donk. Hit, miss, hit, I suppose.
Yep. That's 14 damage. It looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Different elements if they make any sort of difference, and then 1 miss damage to the one.
Nope, but the 14, yeah, against Cowardly, where are you, Cowardly? You're in this one, so you take the 1 damage.
And as a reminder, keep in mind that
It's
Ruthless
fucking
there had, or one of them had taken 2 damage, so that should be 14 plus 2, hopefully 2 of them again.
Uh-huh. So that will definitely... I'll definitely hit. Because I will say that, I'll just be upfront, their HP is 10, so you definitely took out 1. And another one would have, Mask, which of the mooks did you want dead?
It's a,
It's the one on me. I wouldn't complain.
yeah, just the one that was missed, I suppose, makes most sense.
Okay, that's fine. Like, yeah, like, a little bit of lightning just kind of like, even though that little bit of mist damage, like, kind of gets it, and then the fire just explodes the poor pumpkin shuffler.
Nice.
Good spell, good spell.
And this one, he would have taken 14 as well.
Hooray!
So yeah, you're right, it would have killed that one too. Then we'll say this one also died. Yeah.
Okay, so it's Tiberius' turn, and we get to see one of the major disadvantages of the armor column.
Mm-hmm.
This should pop out with the tooltip. Okay, there we go. So yeah, he can't attack,
No!
but he
It's gonna
heals
do
for
2 damage though. It's fine.
I was gonna say, he's sparking right now.
I can still move. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he can still move. Yeah, so
To intercept is what you're saying?
yeah, pretty much just use the body to block.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and Marsica was like, yes, this armor column technology really needs some help. It needs a bit of refining.
He needs some milk.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. With that, Ruvir, it is your turn.
Alright, Silas moved within nearby of me, right?
Yes.
I did try to, yes.
Okay, as a quick action, I'm gonna use Invocation of Music. So he starts humming and like stamping his scythe on the ground, and everybody gets a d6 that they can use by the end of the battle to add to a roll, and you can decide after you make the roll.
Are we allowed to call it inspiration? I feel like that might be a problem.
It says inspiration die in the name of the thing.
I know, but I'm just saying.
So that's my quick action. As a standard, I'm going to use Spirits of Righteous on that mook, on Raphael,
Uh-huh.
so that mook group.
Okay.
Blammo.
So, I mean, it's 1, I guess.
But it's holy damage, so obviously it's more effective or something.
It is. They are vulnerable to holy damage.
Lovely.
Okay. Whoever of my allies has the lowest hit points
I'm
gets the
gonna,
thing.
I was gonna bet Mask actually has the lowest hit points.
Probably
Yeah.
mass.
And 24, so
Yeah,
yes.
that's you. That's you.
And it's plus
I mean,
4,
it
is it?
might be the golem. I don't know how much the golem has.
Oh, do we count the golem for that? That's actually a good
I
question.
don't know.
Yeah, well, the column does have less hit point for me. I think
I guess that's up to the DM.
summoning
Nearby
stays,
ally with the fewest hit points.
It's definitely not the dog because the dog's not nearby.
Is Tiberius, as he's a golem, is he more like a summon? I think he's more like...
He's literally a summon spell.
I
Yeah.
think he is technically a summon spell.
so the
Okay,
summoning rule
so I'll
says
choose to treat it as not an ally. So the mask is the
We'll say
protection.
give Mask the 4 AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for that.
And then I'm going to move. Let me see how close I need to be for the spell. I don't need to be engaged at all. Nobody's down enough to need a recovery, I don't think. So I'm going to move here. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. With that, it will shift not to the pumpkin hurler, for they are demised. It is now the human zombies, which I probably should have rolled in, but that's okay. Messi is going to go first, attack. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, but that's when you start your turn. So little something. Okay, with that, then Elated is going to attack
Tiberius.
Tiberius.
No.
Oh man. Oh well.
Let's
Tiberius.
see.
Wait, how much does that hit by?
2. Looks like 19 versus 18.
And that's versus AC?
Yeah.
I'm going to use Shield Other.
Okay.
Oh, now it's a miss. Good job.
Let's
Yo.
see.
That's my dog.
That's fine. My.
We sort of guessed.
All right, and
I mean, if it was your brother, I'd be concerned.
Oh no, the pupper.
all right, that's 6 damage to Umbra as this human zombie is trying to like pull their arm out of Umbra's mouth. Is that all the human zombies I had?
Those ones, yeah.
Oh, you're right. I just did them. Okay, so Raphael, it is your turn, and now this is where they can do this.
Well, I'm glad Tiberius is point struck.
Yeah, I think it's for Raphael's purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So Raphael has to roll a save.
Yes.
Alright.
As a necromancer, is he considered living? Oh, he's fine.
Fine.
Only if he took Sword of Dead, I think. He can count as not living.
I didn't take that one.
Okay, that's fine. You're
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah,
You're
like
fine.
it. You see it kind of like it digs its nails into its skin to like open up these wounds, and it kind of like throws it to try and like hit you, and you like dodge out of the way of it. But now it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my Tivo.
Uh huh.
Well,
with
it's gonna
the
be a big
radiant
hit.
I was going to use the Radiant Smite regardless of it after rolling my
fair
2.
enough.
So doesn't matter.
It would have been maxed either way.
And I'm gonna So I hit the human zombie.
Okay.
Crit. Oh.
So,
You can use your D6.
Oh yeah, use the D6 inspiration.
right.
Yeah,
You
just
only need to roll a 2 on the D6.
yeah, just roll a d6.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, so that's
9
21
plus
damage.
12. Yeah, good hit.
So that's how much?
21 damage.
21?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn, this was tough.
Yeah, those ones are chunky.
Yep, they are troops. They're also second level troops.
Would be so smart.
Umbra bite.
Yeah, might as well
They
use
still have a quick and a move.
use my quick action to giving orders. We now do have a 1 in this way to die. Yeah, I give a good action for that, and it's Umbra's turn to act.
Okay.
And yeah, once again, it's gonna bite.
Okay. That
It's not recording it. That's weird.
it was 17, and that will hit.
It's because it doesn't say what defense it's against on the bite.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
That's why it doesn't say what the defense was, because it doesn't know what to look for.
That's okay. It was still a hit, so that is 5 damage.
Yeah. No one going in that, not even.
Nope.
I think,
so
and I could be wrong,
Not natural.
but I think for my domain of music, it would also give the bonus D6 to Tiberius and to Umbra. Because it just says ally.
And you can choose doesn't count as ally if it's beneficial. That's nice.
So they would each get the D6 if they want to use it.
Nice.
Alright. Oh yeah, this time we hit, right?
It already had hit.
Yeah, it already hit. I was just rereading the wording.
Nice.
Anything else, Raphael?
5 damage, that's something.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay. With that, it will shift to the zombie shufflers. These ones that had been kind of guarding this place, now they look like they begin to start looking like they're going to start moving. And, well, they wouldn't be interested in her, I think. I think they would start going this way because they want to try and get to Silas.
That was the idea of doing that.
Yeah, so this one's going to start going here.
Mm-hmm.
This one will try and get to Raphael. This one will just get to Mask again. And this one will just get to here. Okay, so we'll go with Good Looking. Good Looking is going to attack Umbra.
How dare you?
Because even though it knows that this is a non-living thing, it's attacking this one, so it knows that it's an enemy. Windy is going to take a hit on Mask.
Oh, nice, Spirit of the Righteous. Save me.
I was thinking
Again.
Save me twice.
Once again. Cordial is going to attack Ruvir.
me.
Not quite.
That is the third 16. There we go. There we go.
Oof.
It's like Raphael's getting slugged.
Yep, 3 damage. 5 damage, and then somebody takes 2.
Yep. And Modest. I think Modest is going to spend their turn getting to here to try and like get to everybody. Hot is going to do the same, try to get to... Well, he'll get to here. He'll be able to attack Ruvir. This one, he's going to get to there. Domineering is going to get to there. And intimidating is going to get to there. As a few more of the silver shields kind of fall to the undead hordes. Okay, let's see. Hot is going to attack Ruvir. And take some damage. Oh wait, it's not that one. It's this pool. And let's see. Yeah, Confused would have just gotten to there, so he wouldn't be able to attack. Now, Ruvir, they have a nastier special. They have an Ungodly Grip. With that, Silas, it is your turn.
DM, just to confirm, you remember we're level 1, right?
Yes, I do.
Just checking.
That is, this is in the book. It is, it's a little bit tougher.
Just making sure. Let's see here. I think it's best to just keep throwing blades and killing what we can. So I'll try to target the one currently beating the crap out of our scythe-wielding friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
not a great roll, but I'm hoping it still hits. Yep, still hits for 6 damage. Unfortunately, not a lot.
For Cordial, okay. Well, I will give you some good news. That will kill Cordial.
Oh, thank God for the carryover damage. Let's see here. They're all kind of filtering this way. I can mess with these guys a little bit. Silas will move to nearby.
Okay,
So I'm going to basically start running along the roofs, kind of jump my way over to here, and if I still have enough movement, I'd get up onto this one here.
Yeah, that's fine. You will see Marius actually will leap up to here, and she will kind of cower herself here.
Oh, good. It took off just enough for her to find a good spot. Okay.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I don't have too much else in this turn, so that is my turn.
Okay, Mask, it is your turn.
Alright, before I do anything, I would like to use my Elven Court, what's the word? Icon relation.
Okay.
Okay, so, the effect is that, the Elven Court had actually, received word that this, an attack like this might happen at some time.
Uh-huh.
So these nearby silver shields, they are still alive. Actually, they are like undercover agents of the Elven Court.
Okay.
And seeing that this place is getting run with zombies, they're like, okay, it's time to get into action, and they reveal that they're actually decent combatants and try to hold off some of the zombies.
Oh, okay. I'll say that the Elven Court kind of whispers to you in like the Fey kind of language, and you kind of like it kind of like swirls around you, and it kind of flows to some of the silver shields, and you see them, a few of them, kind of like, kind of do spring up, and you'll see them actually start attacking a few of them. In fact, I'll roll their attacks just to see if they would hit. Oh, I did not put it right.
Those are the back squares, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I thought I had fixed that. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, there's a hit.
All right. Takes 3 damage. And anything else, Mask?
Yeah, now it's my action turn, I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's time to use my DATP talent, specialist, wizard, specialist.
Okay.
What? I'm clicking the wrong program.
Your speciality. Is it another?
Yeah.
Is it a fireball?
No,
It's
not that
illusion,
level.
in fact, so I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's an
Oh
illusion.
man. I can't wait for level 3, then I can have a shadow evocation memes again. Yeah, so I'm going to use this to turn my slot into color spray.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it on the zombies right now. Oh, only 2.
I love the image for it, if nothing else.
But that is 10 psychic damage. So that's 10 each.
Yeah. So he's definitely got 2 of them, I think.
Yep, he definitely did get 2 of them.
And yeah, so if I'm still engaged to this guy, then I'm going to try to disengage, I suppose.
Yep, and that's for you.
Well, that's for Mars, but that's their Tiberius, so
Okay.
thankfully Tiberius has not been attacked, so he can try to attack, and he's gonna try to spear
Yep.
the guy.
Uh-huh.
Aha, he got it.
Yeah, very nice. You know,
Bring your bingo card can now mark off Manica cast color spray.
Yes. I sure did. And now it is my turn.
okay, with that, it shifts to Ruvir.
Okay. Am I engaged with anyone right now?
Just hot.
Fantastic. I'm gonna use Wild Dance and pop me and Raphael free.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't like your sustain for some reason.
I didn't code it. This is just dragged over from the Dark Alley stuff.
Yeah, I think they're working on fixing up some of the coding for it.
And I'm gonna use
Because I
Light
think
of the Maledictine Moon on
I'm click on that. Click on that.
one of these zombie books.
okay.
Oh god, it
Ooh,
rolls all the
like,
dice.
I like to see the natural 20. I'm hoping that's on the attack.
No.
No.
Okay, so 7 holy damage.
Onto hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that will certainly hit. And for all intents and purposes, let's see.
We could really use some crits here on our side.
I'm just gonna do that since it's honestly it's harder to track with the mook pools. Is actually well. Yeah, let's just do that. It's fine. That way you'll know it's this one who got hit. It's fine.
And then as a move, can I clamber up this thing?
Yeah.
Alright, clamber up.
Okay.
Just kind of making a fighting retreat.
Yeah, your cloak.
And I'm banging my scythe on the ground and humming.
Okay, as that's happening, you know, like some of the zombie shufflers kind of like try to grab at your coat to kind of get at you, and it's like a Batman cloak, just like it's up.
Yeah, so I like run a couple feet up the wall, and then I use my scythe to hook, and then I flip myself up onto the wall.
Nice, I like it.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, with that, it shifts to the human zombies. This one, he's just gonna try and disengage from Umbra and Will. So then it's going to itself over here and try to take a
DM, you're mean.
try to bite the wizard and critically fail. Oh no! Oh goodness! You know what? He critically failed. So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him take the 4 damage to himself. Messi is gonna woo itself over here and like try to bite and not critically fail. Not critically fail as it kind of smashes into Raphael's body. Let's see. Did I have another?
I think there's one more on Tiberius, I think, right?
Yeah. I think it's just Tiberius. This is the last one. Okay. He's going to punch Tiberius and crit.
Punch he does.
Does that mean he also does 8 to himself?
I think he doubles the damage to
Yes, he
himself,
does.
Too, but
Yes,
that
he
hurts.
does. But yes, you take
That's a
12.
chunk of damage.
You
That's
take 12
20.
damage.
Yeah, Tiberius
No,
knows that.
DM, he
takes 20.
He takes 20.
And
He does?
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
yeah,
Oh, you're
16
right.
plus.
Oh no.
And then zombie takes 8 for what that's worth, but
Yep. I guess it's a good thing he's fine. You just gotta you'll fix him up. He'll be good as new. But that is their turn. Raphael, it is your turn.
right,
I'm gonna move the dead guys out of
Apparently,
the
I
way.
should have used my thing that made crits do normal damage to us.
Well, it
What?
most of the time my dice don't hit anyway, so it's kind of rare.
except for your natural 20, the force summon.
I mean, who else to take it but the summon?
I mean, no,
Yeah,
that's the right target for us.
Anyway,
right, I think what I'm gonna do here
mm-hmm.
is do all these creatures have 55 HP or less?
I'm sorry, what?
Do all these zombies have? I'm guessing they do 55 HP or less.
They have 10.
Yeah, the mooks have
Oh,
10
you
HP.
mean the other one?
The human zombies, they're troops. They have 60 HP.
Are any of them currently under that, though, from damage?
Right. Yes.
This one is 39 out of 60. So yes, he is under.
Both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Turn Undead.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't. I mean, oh,
Oh, these attack rolls are not great.
the attack rolls up.
Oh, that one's good. Oh my god, there's so many dice. Oh my god, what's going on?
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay.
Alright, showing all the possible options.
Well, they all hit. I'll tell you that much.
So the first one hits by 4 plus.
Okay. So let's see. Curious is this one.
Yeah, 3 damage and dazed.
3 damaged and dazed.
The
Okay.
second one is dazed.
Okay. Let's.
Third one takes
25.
25.
Wow.
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
The
And then the last one takes 50.
Okay.
Danica, you're getting shown up here.
Messy is dazed. Messy is dazed, correct? Yes.
Yeah, Messi's just dazed.
Okay.
Yeah, just dazed on Massey. Careful, Shuffler.
They're all dazed except for the one that is automatically destroyed.
Okay. Let's see.
So careful takes 25.
Yeah, so
And
that'll kill him, and that'll kill another one.
And then 50 more to that group from the last one.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
then I'll just tell you that basically kills the rest of the mooks.
Oh my god, he just wiped out all the mooks. That's awesome.
Nice.
Well done. Slow clap, indeed.
As like Raphael, describe how your turn undead kind of looks as you kind of like destroy this mook horde of undead.
Honestly, I picture him just bring his arms down to the side as a sort of a swirl of light and darkness goes around him and shouts, "Fear me!"
And indeed, they do fear you. As the negative energy kind of like, or the holy damage just kind of flows through them, and you just see the heads just crumble into dust, and the corpses kind of fall to the ground. Anything else?
And just a room instructions. So to done sanitation installation. And
Okay.
the number moves.
Okay.
By the way, I forgot to roll my racial both turns. Oops.
Oh yeah, that's because you're the wood elf.
You can't make it the first round, can you?
I didn't roll it round 1 or 2 of escalation, though.
Okay.
It's gonna keep fighting curious.
Why you have to be mad, zombies?
Okay, so 10 damage and the hound takes 5.
Okay.
And
It's 5 and 5 ongoing.
Yeah.
The hound takes 5 damage.
Okay. Let's grab the ongoing. There we go. Dazed and taking ongoing damage from a undead dog. Just not things are not coming up for Curious Human Zombie 1. Anything else?
No, I think I did enough this time.
Okay, well, the mooks are dead, so Silas, it's your turn.
Silas wonders who all these zombies in his way, but he'll keep running along the rooftop here.
Okay.
Do a little flip between the buildings, of course. And then kind of perch himself over on the corner over here.
Uh-huh.
And that one guy looks like he's having a bad time, so we're going to pick on him some more. We hurl some more illusionary blades. Oh, it might not hit this time.
You have the d6.
Never mind, I still hit. For 14.
Okay.
Jeez. Rolling hot.
Yeah, like these guys are they're zombos. Their MDs are not very high.
Okay, just to try and speed this up, I'm going to activate my Shadow Adaptability,
Okay.
which allows me to recharge a miasma and activate it now.
Okay.
For an extra 10 poison damage.
Wow, a really high roll.
Okay. Ooh, that you see the poison kind of course through his body, and it looks like Curious is very close to death's door.
And that's Salus's turn. He'll just kind of hold his blades, watching kind of the ones that are milling about still and kind of focusing on him.
Okay. Mask, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm color spray. Again.
Okay.
Oops, I'm talking
I think you targeted the ones on the roof over there.
That's
Nope.
okay. That's okay. 22. I'm assuming you're attacking Curious, right?
That's correct. So I rolled 4 targets, so I'll just roll another one against the guy on the weak wheel. No, sorry, no. Messy.
No, that's fine.
Oh yeah, crushed it.
Neat.
9 is
Nice.
Yep, 9 damage.
And that one's weakened if it makes a difference. And it's below 10 health, which I'm pretty sure it is.
Messy? No, Messy's not under 10. These
That's
are
cute. Curious.
I mean, curious.
Curious. Yes, he is. But you said 9 damage.
9 damage to Curious, 8 damage to Messy.
Okay, well I'll just tell you that 9 damage will destroy good old Curious,
That's also good for us. Yes, thank you.
and then 9 to
Yeah.
Messy.
Messy is going to step over here.
Okay.
And Tiberius is a power of metal on the slot. So yep, that's my turn.
With that, Ruvir, it is your turn.
Okay. So it's escalation 3, so let me roll my thing.
Oh. Alright.
So that wasn't the roll, that was just what I need to roll. Under or equal to. Oh no. It rolled a d6. I got 4, so no.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I have to roll to. Is it an action to sustain, like a quick action? Yeah, it's the same action as casting it.
Yeah, it is.
Is Raphael engaged with anyone? He is.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna set down my scythe. Let me just make sure that I'm reading this right. No, never mind. I'm not gonna get the bonus from this. Actually, I can. Do I sustain at the start of my turn or just any time during my turn?
I think it's at the start of your turn. Or I think it is.
I can check.
I think some people have said that you can roll sustain if you're like a bard. You roll sustain at like the end of your turn.
Here it is. To sustain it during the next round, it requires an action and a d20 check against the sustained target. If successful, the song can continue with its sustained effect for that round. The next round will require another sustained check. If you attempt to sustain and the song fails, the final verse activates. You can start another song on the next round. So if you do not sustain the song, if you choose not to, the effect ends immediately and you choose to use the final verse. So it's just during your turn. It doesn't have to be the start or the end. It doesn't say anything about that.
Okay.
Okay. So, I will, at the start of my turn, as a standard action, I'm going to do Light of the Maledictine Moon on Messy. So this one's the D6s.
It's like 12.
That's a lot of dice.
So that
Yeah.
is 12 holy damage.
Okay.
Then the counter goes up. And then I'm going to run up to Messy.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to let the song end.
Okay.
So we get the final verse, which is we both get to make a melee basic attack against a nearby enemy as a free action.
Very nice.
Oh, it's just nearby enemy, so I could have done melee against someone I wasn't engaged with. That's good to know. But me and Raphael get to slash him.
Okay.
Ooh, we got a hit there.
Well, the paladin sadly missed, but he'll take 1 damage and 15. So that is 6.
5 damage.
No, 5.
Is it? No, it's 5 plus 1 because Raphael did miss, but he takes
Yeah,
1 damage.
6 total.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I'm saying, I thought you said my damage was 15. But
No.
it's
Yeah.
No.
No, that was the attack.
Okay, so that is my standard, my move. I didn't use a quick action yet. Is anybody, like, low? I'm the lowest.
I mean, Tiberius is having a rough day. I think technically Zombie Dog's not having a great time either.
I can't heal those guys because they have bad healing.
Yeah, South you kind of.
So I'm gonna use a heal on myself.
Okay. So how does your heal kind of like look when you do that?
So I'll reach up and grab the crescent moon symbol around his neck, and it'll glow for a second, and then kind of like glows a little bit, and then it settles down.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. With that, it shifts to the human zombies. This one, he's going to open his petrifying wounds. So, Raphael and Ruvir, please.
Oh, it's at the start of our turns, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
for the
You're right.
first
Never mind. Then I think Human's just gonna turn and try to smack Ruvir.
Mm.
And miss. I'm pretty sure.
Kind of bat it away with the stick of the scythe.
And Elated is going to move on, and I think he's going to try and attack Ruvir as well.
That hit.
Yep, and he'll take 4 from that. And that is their turn. Raphael, it is your turn.
I'm gonna hit the messy zombie again.
Okay.
Try and hit this time.
Okay. Well, I mean, escalation is 3, so I mean, you should do okay. Yeah, see, there you go.
That's a solid hit.
There you go.
Damage isn't so hot, but still a hit.
4 damage.
But you have to roll the save because you started engaged.
Yep. So roll your easy save, please.
That's
It's a
not
D20.
I don't know what.
I mean,
Oh.
Oh, then that takes effect.
you can use your. Oh no, you used your D6. Never mind.
What did that do again?
You'll take -2
It's
to your
minus 2 damage.
2 and attacks
And I
with
think-
your against him for that turn, but I mean, not really.
Only 2 damage instead of 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had missed it, would it have healed 1 health?
No.
I took chunk out of my hand and it deals with that. Well, again, I'll give instructions to Umber.
Okay.
And time for Umber to attack. And yeah.
But Umbra has the D6.
I shot that 3 because of this collision die. And the counted for here. Since I spent my quick action.
I think you need to do a quick action to give me escalation. I'm not sure.
You usually have to give someone a quick action by spending a quick action, or escalation by spending a quick action on your turn. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
there
then
you go.
that hits.
Okay.
I did not have a macro for it. I didn't say I gave
Fair
instructions.
enough.
So that's 5 plus 5 ongoing.
Okay.
And he takes 2 damage.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, Umbra is not doing so well. But anything else? Anything else, Raphael?
No, that's it.
Okay, mooks are dead. It is now escalation 4. Silas.
I don't really feel like letting that guy get another turn. So we'll toss some illusionary blades at him. That's 11 damage.
That. How does your illusionary blades strike into this zombie, killing him?
So there's a spray of kind of pink daggers that kind of fly past his head, and the one That's the actual dagger they're concealing. Basically embeds itself right between his eyes and knocks him straight to the ground.
All
Kind of
right.
skids back in the dust.
Very nice. I like it. I like it. Anything else?
Yeah, actually, just because we're getting close to the end here, I don't want to see allies getting more nasty hits from these guys. Sas will reach out his hand, and the shadows kind of collect around it, and in his palm, he holds 2 eyes as I steal its sight.
Oh.
So it has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay, so
My
basically
turn's done.
roll twice and take the worst. Sounds good. I'll roll a -1. Mask, it is your turn. In fact, I'll let's see. Is there a good? There's not really good blind. But,
Yeah, I'm not sure. We don't have a condition for that one, unfortunately.
it's fine. I'll figure something out.
So now I'm going to
We'll
show
just say we'll just say unconscious.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna show off and my second special slot.
You have 2 specializations? What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a talent called Draw Specialization.
That would explain it, yeah.
So and the silly thing is that I'm just gonna use it to turn it into a at will. Because it's the end of battle. And I need it at will. Oh no, this guy is dead. I don't know.
No, but that is 18 cold damage. As the ray of frost kind of freezes up one of the arms.
Yep, that's it. Go get him, Ruger. Land up my turn.
Okay. With that, Ruvir.
So DM,
Yes,
for ranged attacks, if you're doing it on the target, it doesn't provoke, is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
Depends if we're doing 1E or 2E again.
Oh, I
Because
don't.
I'll just clarify. 1E, if you're engaged with one target and do a ranged attack, it would only provoke from anybody else around you. 2E, any range just auto provokes. So it's DM call on this one. We should make a rule on it one way or the other.
I will say. I think the 2E one makes a lot more sense. Personally. Because you're doing ranged in a very close combat situation.
So for reference, he would provoke if this is ranged then.
Yes.
I'm gonna disengage. And I'm gonna use Light of the Maledictine Moon.
Just hit dice.
So that
hit dice
is
everywhere.
the 10 damage one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna heal myself again because I took 10 damage. Okay, end of my turn.
Okay. With that, there's only elated left. Let's see. It's mindless. It just knows to attack, so it's gonna just keep attacking. Keep attacking whoever it can
Please roll
get.
that. Please roll that again because it is blind right now.
You all right? Okay.
All right.
Well, never mind. I couldn't protect it for Raphael. DM dice get hot at the weirdest times.
They do. Okay, but that is his turn. Raphael, it is your turn, so you can... I mean, you could attempt to smite him again. That might help. Because you got escalation 4, so adding that plus smite plus your melee, I think you would be able to hit him.
I mean, I think this might doesn't provide a attack bonus, just damage bonus. I think it got low enough health.
I mean, sure, but
He's gonna hate it.
Oh, you gotta roll your save.
Yeah.
Against the open ones.
roll your easy first.
He just moved in on it, didn't he? Or was he already engaged?
No, it ran up and it was punching him in melee.
Yeah, but he's fine.
Okay. How you feeling?
Did you use your D6 already? You did. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
Oh. 1 damage.
Yep. Well, get Umbra in there. See if Umbra can finish the job.
Get him, doggo.
I'll move this one out of the way. There you go.
5 damage, 5 ongoing.
Does Umbra kill himself?
And so...
But Umbra's gonna blow themselves up and do extra holy damage, right?
Oh my god, he does.
Okay, yep. Now you can put a Redeemer.
Big deal.
So he's a non-mook.
3 holy damage.
So 3 holy damage. Okay. That does certainly... It's... You see that flesh is starting to peel off. Some of the bones are like kind of coming off. This zombie is not long for this unlife. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay, with that, Silas, it is your turn. Bring it home.
Well, you know what's coming. I'll use your dagger to the head.
At escalation 5.
Come on, sneak attack. There we go. 10 damage. Oh, sorry, 11.
And that, good sir, ends him.
Salas brushes some of the dust off of his suit as he glances over the battlefield.
If only we had a sorcerer.
Okay. Whoops. As right at the end of your combat, a few more of the Whitestone guards begin to kind of pile in, and one of them, let me grab their thing real quick. Should be on there. Here we are. Kind of quickly runs up, and you see a few more of some of the silver shields. I don't know why it says wretched. That shouldn't be wretched, but it's okay. He just goes, "All right, men, tend to the wounded before those blasted wizards from the schools get here and cause any more blasted trouble." And he sees all of you, and a lot of the guards they start picking up the wounded and kind of start taking some of the guards and some of the civilians away. And he'll kind of point to all of you, and he'll kind of move over to here so you guys can speak to him a little bit better.
Can you check out Mirius? Is she still shrouded? Or is she...
No, as soon as all of the undead were gone, any remnants of that kind of purpley mist dissipates off her and dissipates off you. But you do, as it kind of dissipates, you do kind of... You know that feeling you get when your hand's been asleep for a while? It's that very prickly feeling. It feels like that in your hand. But nothing really mechanical. It's more like it just feels kind of nasty.
Fair enough. Is one place she's taking off, or is she still watching too?
She just kind of hefts up she like hefts up to here, and she blows you a kiss before she kind of quickly zoops away, and she kind of like disappears.
And then I'll walk to the edge of the building and just kind of hop down, landing nimbly, tuck roll, and then start walking towards the sergeant.
Okay. And as you let's see.
Quick rest for the others, I'm hoping.
Yeah. Like obviously, you guys would have gotten get a quick rest. So yeah, Sergeant Perels, he's kind of ordering his soldiers to take the wounded, and you'll see a few town wizards start to run in, and they're trying to figure out what's going on, and a few of them are saying there's like a little bit of an argument kind of going on between them. Sergeant Perels kind of goes up to you, Silas, and he says, Are you the ones who helped the citizens here?"
Yes, sir.
Sure, that sounds fine, Ruvir. Sergeant Perels kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and kind of nods to you both. He says, "Thank you for your assistance against these undead." And you can see him kind of like begin to rub his eyes in like kind of a stressful situation. He goes, as if Elderlin doesn't have things to deal with now. We have blasted undead.
They don't have a tendency of rising on their own. What is going on? Who brought them in here?
The sergeant goes, he kind of looks to you, Silas, and he goes, "If we were to know that, then we wouldn't be wondering why the undead are here." And he goes, he kind of looks to you and he says, "You have to understand, sir. Elderlin has been dealing with a lot of things these past few months. There's been..." He kind of thinks for a moment, unsure if he should say anything.
We just did your job and protected how many people? I think you can probably trust us.
He goes, "Well, we've been dealing with some missing people cases for a while. More than one could account for. Things like murder and kidnappings or other such things. It seems to be escalating. Not only that, but apparently some wizards of some sort, the students, causing all sorts of trouble in the city, causing troubles to no end for this place. And yet the schools say that they'll handle it." And he kind of goes, You've dealt with these undead. Perhaps you can look at them, observe them, see if there's something about them that is different. My men are dealing with the wounded, and the dead are dead."
I imagine Silas would look to Raphael expectantly at this point, considering how handily he handled the undead before.
Indeed. Raphael, you can certainly observe these undead. You can observe their bodies and see what's going on with them if you want to. That goes for all of you if you desire to. There's also...
Ruben is watching the undead. If any of them move, he blasts them with holy light. And I will do a wisdom check, maybe?
Yeah, wisdom and like an appropriate background. You'll see a few of these silver shields kind of bringing people kind of like closer to them. You'll see...
What's a study them check? Is that intelligence, wisdom, what?
Intelligence and wisdom. I would say It depends. Are you trying to like think? Are you trying to like intellectually do it? Or are you trying to do it instinctually?
I'll probably try instinctually. It's the same for me either way, but
Yeah.
knowing with his background, he's probably dealt with similar things. So
Yeah. I will say for
Nope.
you, Ruvier. I'll say for you, Ruvier, and for you as well, Raphael, and for for Mask as well. I guess Silas. I think you're a little too you're thinking more of like why that particular person you're thinking about is here. That might be what's on your mind.
I suspect I also don't want to get my suit dirty after I didn't take any hits. That night, so I
No,
just
that's
don't want to be
very
doing these
true.
things
That's
that
very
much
true.
Anyway.
I would say Ruvier and Mask, as you're kind of observing the zombies, you'll notice that each of them are missing a number of like different organs. And even though, they obviously sustained damage during your fight, you know that these organs were not done from your damage. They look like they were surgically removed.
I will let Silas and Raphael know before we mention anything to the guard sergeant.
Yeah, it's like Raphael.
So somebody studied in medicine, took these for some purpose as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Silas, a few of the guards kind of say to you, these people kind of witnessed you guys, kind of saving people, that, if you want to like ask them any questions, that they would do so. And so you, Ruvier, you say that to the sergeant about the surgical.
I say it to the other two and see what they think first before I say
Okay.
anything to the sergeant.
No, that's fine.
Because I mentioned this is something maybe to do with the university, if they're like doing medical and like doing experiments or whatever this is.
I was gonna say Silas would just be listening in to them, kind of like standing nearby, but not really making himself obvious, but listening in to hear what the citizens are kind of over talking about, because these guys are going to gossip about what just happened and what they might, their wild theories and whatnot. I figure.
Yeah. The woman, she's crying a little bit, and you see that she's holding onto a symbol. Actually, Ruvier, if you would like, or Silas, if you like, you can roll a wisdom and a religion, if you have a background with a religion, to see what it is.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not much better.
I mean, if it's not mine, I don't know.
I'll say this, Ruvier. It takes you a little bit, maybe because the way it's designed, it's too small, you can't really see it. But she kind of holds it a little bit, and you see that it looks like a symbol of a teardrop, and you know that is the symbol of Halatir. Halatir is known as the Merciful. He is a god of the light, or the dawn gods, who is often used as he's a god of like the destitute and the poor. Basically, people who worship him do so to help people who can't help themselves.
Spell that god's name for me, please.
In fact, I'll actually, it's right here in the book. I will just copy and paste it for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Silas, since you are there, I will. You hear the woman with the Halatir kind of necklace. She goes, "No, this can't be right. Some of those, I knew some of them." And you see her kind of like tearing up, and she's kind of like wiping it away. Like, she is very distraught at this.
He'd imagine he'd kind of walk over, kind of grab Ruvier, point her out, and say she knew some of them, might be worth investigating. And then he'll go continue listening to other ones as he goes, but get Ruvier to So what's the word here? Plus the grieving.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna try to comfort her. She's elven, right? Or half
Yes,
elven?
she is a half elf. Yes.
Okay. So he'll come over and try to talk placatingly in elven, and he'll kind of like be subtly tapping his staff as he does so.
Uh huh.
It's like making like almost a drum beat a little bit, but like very quietly.
Okay. What do you ask her?
So I'm just gonna like as she's talking out what she like recognizes in that, I'm just gonna like ask questions that have her expand on what she's already talking about.
Okay. She goes, she tells you that she says that when it happened, I prayed to Halatir to protect me and some of the other people that were here, and thankfully he heard us. And she, kind of, it's like tearing, she's kind of like rubbing some of the tears away, and she goes, during the attack, she points to this one, and she goes, that was Tolvis. And you look at the zombie, and the zombie looks like a middle-aged human man with a bad leg. And then she points to another one, one over here, and it looks like a dwarf. You can kind of tell the size. It's like, and that was Korak. Both of them, they used to come to my mission. I run a mission in the Commons. It's where people who are down on their luck or who are laborers can find a place to sleep and get food. They were there only 10 days ago.
I'm gonna ask her.
Mm-hmm.
Were both of them ill or injured in some way?
She goes, well, Tolvis fought with the Ivory Throne's knights years ago, and he had trouble finding work in Korak. Well, Korak was a drunk even by dwarven standards. She says that not necessarily in like a. She doesn't say it in like a very kind of racial way. It's more like pitiful.
She was concerned.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna go search the bodies and see if each of them have some sort of like lasting injury that they would have gone for like potentially like experimental surgery type thing.
And as you're doing that, Silas, you hear another person, the halfling. He begins to talk, and he's like, I can't believe this. You'll see him kind of go to this one right here, this elated human zombie form. And you can tell that he's distraught by it as well. And he goes, this... How can this be? I saw you buried. Do you say anything, Silas, or do anything as he says this?
I'd catch Raphael's attention, pointed out to him. Silas isn't the one to go and intercede. He's going to be basically feeding information to the others so they can get it.
No, I like that's fine. It's fine. Raphael, you get the impression from Silas to speak with the halfling.
So you knew him?
He goes, yes, that was Robert. He was my friend. You see him he's trying to hold back tears a little bit, and he kind of stiffens himself up, and he goes, he died a week ago from a horse accident. The poor fool. His neck was broken, but at least he didn't suffer. And he kind of turns to you. He says, sir, you're a paladin, aren't you?
Yeah.
He goes, I can swear to you, sir. I saw his body laid to rest in the in the vaults in the church district. I was there at his funeral. He goes, I gave him the 3 gold that I owed him from our last drinking meetup. I saw him get buried, sir. So I don't understand how he was walking around here and did the things he did.
I place a hand on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And tell him,
Rollo, he goes, thank you, sir. My name is Rollo. Rollo the Thin. And he, you see him again just kind of like attempting to like hold back his tears a little bit. And Ruvir, you said that you were looking at to see the bodies, right, of Tolvis?
Yeah, I'm gonna see basically like if they were people who had like if people who had injuries, people who were being treated for something. Maybe if they were malnourished, things like that.
Okay. And Mask, what about you? That would be, for you, Ruvir, it would definitely be like an intelligence, because that's like a medical thing.
Well, I don't have any intelligence.
I'm only doing intelligence because that's my only good mental stat.
Incredible nerd.
Can't tell the zombies. So it's hard to know if they're malnourished, if they're just zombies.
That is very true. Like, it is kind of hard to tell, just with like the different levels of decay. Okay, and what are you looking for, Mask, particularly?
I'm gonna see, like, with this matches up to, undead that I have seen in the previous age, I suppose, like, any changes between.
Do you mean like, is this type of necromancy the type of necromancy or whatever you dealt with in the past, or like a new kind? Is that what you mean?
Yes, something like that.
Well, I'll say that with a 27, you definitely get inklings, as you're kind of observing them, and you kind of feel the necromantic energies kind of coming off it. This does feel pretty old. Maybe not as old as you, but it's definitely not like modern. If you like, what is truly modern necromancy? But it's like, it definitely feels like an older kind of like negative power.
My goodness.
As you guys kind of talk, the Sarge, you see a few more guards are coming in. There's more wizards, and you see that some of the wizards, actually, I will, I'll just grab them really quick. They're not in there. I'll just grab them so that way you guys can get an idea of them. You usually see them, they're kind of going to some of the undead as well, and they're like kind of using their magics to kind of like figure out what's going on. And some of them are saying, some of them are kind of they're all kind of arguing with each other about, it's like, oh, you're doing it wrong. It's like, no, it's Vindar, not Vindir. It's like they're arguing over the vocal semantics or some semantics of like their spells.
Semantics?
Yeah, exactly that.
I just want to push around these nerds.
As you know, all of this is kind of going on. The sergeant would kind of come up to all of you, and he'll look to the witnesses, and he'll ask them what happened, and they'll all say the same thing. And Silas, as the sergeant's kind of talking to them, you get your ear kind of like wiggles a little bit as the dwarven man says, he's like, yeah, I saw it. There was some, it's like I couldn't quite tell from where I was, but I could have sworn that there was some guys knocked over this cart, but I couldn't quite tell who they were. And the sergeant just kind of nods a little bit at that. Goes, I see. He'll kind of look to all of you and he'll say, I thank you for your services in helping protect the people of Elderland. If you've... what kind of information have you found?
I saw us be walking away from him without like a heed. He's going over to look like he's looking at Tiberius, but he's going to check behind the carts over here and look for any clues.
Okay. And what are you looking for, Silas?
And signs of whoever pushed it over, any sort of indication of what would have been here, torn fabric, anything like that.
Okay. Okay, that
I'll
would...
do a vibe check of the sergeant also.
Okay, that's most than fine, Silas. That's going to be a wisdom plus a... Ooh, yeah, that is a... Yeah, you basically put your hands to the ground. You kind of like feeling around. And you notice in the wreckage of the wagon, there is a piece... let's see here. It says there is a piece of a robe.
I'll check the fabric and see if it looks like the one we saw those wizards we passed by when we first got here wearing.
You kind of look at them. You kind of look at the robes. You can see that this one's kind of like blue, black, and this one's kind of like a grayish color to it. The robe that you see, it is indeed like a black. But you don't see any kind of like gold kind of stitching in it. It just looks like a solid black.
Right. I'd walk it over and ask Mask what he thinks, if he knows anything about the wizards in this area or their school, and just kind of, mention that it seemed it was near the cart where it got tipped over and this whole thing started.
Do you want me to make a roll for that?
Sure. But
Right.
what is your how many background points do you have in that?
4.
You know what? Nah, you don't gotta because I'll give it to you. Because maybe I'm pretty sure Mass would definitely know about these. There are 3 schools of Elderlin. The schools are a separate group, but they all share the classroom, study halls, and everything on the grounds, which is where the schools are.
I'll be right.
Hmm?
I'll be right back. I need to go to the toilet.
No, that's fine. So the wizards that wear like the blue robes with the silver kind of stitching in it, with a silver like lightning bolt on like their robe, those are the Eldritch Masters. They focus on big rituals and flashy spells that make a lot of noise and deal a lot of damage. The group that have like dark, they wear kind of like a dark silver, almost black, with gold stitching showing runes of diagrams and machines. Their symbol is the mithril gear. These are the group known as Mithril. They are essentially artificers. And then finally, the group that wears kind of grayish robes with black stitching, Those are the Arcanists of the Hidden Veil. They practice the magic of stealth and misdirection. Most of that illusionary magics.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess I'll convey that information to Silas and ask him. So, what do you think about it then?
Silas would kind of gesture behind him where the cart tipped over and say, I would suggest you take a look for magic in that area, because something was here to distract while the zombies attacked. Or get them into position.
A cunning plan.
And
Anything
just to
magical around
confirm,
you?
which robe was this one that we found here?
The one you found was black. Pure black.
The black one, okay.
I'm gonna, take the sergeant off to the side and tell him what I found out.
Okay.
Seems like maybe people down on their luck in the church district are being taken advantage of or experimented on or made promises to, and then they're getting turned into zombies.
Are you talking about the commons or the church? The church is a different area.
So the people that got mentioned, like the things we heard, the one person was at the mission, which would have been in the church district.
No.
The one person was buried, which I assumed would be in the church district also.
No. The mission is in the commons.
Okay. I don't know if my character would have known that, but yeah. Okay.
But that's also true because, well, actually, no. I think she would have
Well, I
told.
imagine the sergeant probably would have corrected you as soon as
Yeah.
you said it.
He would have been actually. It's like Elsa Whiterose. No, her her mission is in the commons, but it's very close to the church district, so I can understand, the confusion. But he kind of goes, that is very concerning. Also, White Rose is she's a very prominent person in our community. She takes care of those who, well, he kind of looks down ashamedly. It's like those that we can't help, even though we would like to. And he kind of goes, perhaps you all could go to her mission, and maybe talk with her a little bit more there. She might calm down enough to elaborate on anything else that she's said, and maybe there's people there that you can talk to as well. And he kind of looks up at the sky and he sees that it's getting dark. He says, "Well, it is getting dark, and well, I think you all should probably find some lodgings." He hands you, Ruvir, like a small bag, and there's like, I want to say like 10 gold in there. He says, that should be enough for a nice room for you all to rest at. And it gives you a map of the city as well. So you can find how to get to the mission, the church, and anywhere else that you feel like you could look for.
Okay.
And excuse me. As this the camera kind of pulls back as the scene fades to black. And with that, we head back to the there we go. We head back to the main screen, which I will have to definitely change because these guys aren't in the game anymore. But I
hadn't looked at the. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I have to. I will change those back. I'll change it to the proper one once I figure out Prism a little bit more. But
only the DM had commissioned really cool art.
I did. In fact, I'll see if I can. I need to see if I can find. Okay, there it is. The screen capture. Nope, that's not the right one. But in any case, as we're kind of working on that, as I'm working on that, Zure, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
Ooh, tough. I liked a lot of it. I liked watching Raphael blow everything the fuck up. I liked playing the rogue that didn't get touched the entire fight. That was fun as hell. Next time, I don't know. I guess I'd like to see what. I don't know. I want to see some loot. Honestly, I'm playing a rogue now, so that's okay, right?
That is
Yeah, I got 10 gold. I don't know the rest of you.
that is very, very true. Zen, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
I liked, starting a new group, new section. For the sake of interest, I'll say that I told everybody my name when we go to find an inn room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you all would have introduced
I was
yourselves.
gonna say I didn't get the feeling we were strangers.
I wasn't sure if we were or not, so I just wanted to check. Other than that, I don't know. I had a lot of fun. I was a little concerned when the mooks were going down in one hit. So, other than that, though, no, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the mooks. With it was like you're supposed to deal with 10. You're supposed to have 10 mooks basically, 2 pools, and it's like the pools I found are kind of hard to work with. But yeah, it said it's supposed to be a little bit harder than it usually is, but that's just to show you how serious. There we are. How serious it is. With that, Nanaka, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
I also like it when our paladin destroyed all the undead so that the wizard would get touched by a bunch of zombies.
Truly.
Yep, that truly is. It's a Nanoka move. I said Nanoka isn't doing it. Yeah, I suppose we'll be going to the rest of the town. It might be interesting to see what the commons and the poor district, maybe, I don't know if we're going there, is like.
Yep. I'm sure that you will find some interesting things, and in the entirety of Elderland. With that, Mega, what did you like, and what do you want to see next time?
Well, again, I like blowing everything up. I enjoy playing the paladin, the different kind of character from before.
Mm-hmm. You played the rogue, and Zure played the not paladin.
We pretty much switched classes.
Yeah.
They really hit the strike that reverse it.
And I'm okay with it.
Also, I have a fun moment near the start of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I wanted to protect Golden Eyes.
Yeah.
From both sides, and so I summoned the dog, and that was fun.
Yeah. I liked
Summon explosive pupper.
Yeah. Well, I liked seeing everybody's kind of new characters and seeing how they kind of work together. I really liked seeing that. I did like seeing the zombies, attacking where they could, obviously. But I really liked trying to emphasize the mass of the zombie horde that was attacking everybody. And what I want to see next time, I want to see if this group, this new party, Will they be able to find out who was responsible for the attack in the marketplace? What was what Mirius Golden Eyes was going to say? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And what dangers lurk in the city of magic of Elderland? We'll find out next time in